What's good, everyone? I am so sorry my audio is messing up right now because, of course, it is the day that Duke wins the ACC. How we doing tonight? Let's go, Duke, ladies and gentlemen. Duke is your ACC champion. Let's go. Y'all know the deal. We got a couple of friends joining us here. B. Hodge, what's good? Eddie, how we doing?
We doing great, man. We doing great. Let's go do.
Excuse my appearance, everyone. I am using my laptop's built-in camera because I am not at my house right now. So
That's all right. It don't matter. It don't matter. We champs. We champs. It's good.
Yeah. That mic you playing with, it's got some scratch in it, but hey, I could care less.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have any of my normal setup stuff. Duke
Man,
ACC champions.
just
I do not
man,
It's
care.
just
not-
hey, just the resilience of this team, man. You know, like we looked very we weren't connected on defense in the first half. Like we
Oh
we
no.
we were missing assignments. We were and for us to just be down by 5 and get to the halftime, like get to half, readjust, change some things, and then come out and just take control of the game. And when we took control, we never gave it back. Like it was just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was telling TK, I said we just got to get the lead back. But to me, the most beautiful thing about this whole thing was that the ACC the whole year tested us in different ways. But this tournament started off with us not shooting well, being behind early, coming back, leading the whole game against North Carolina, them almost catching us and us holding on to us being down at half. We face almost every situation in this tournament that we're going to face in the NCAA tournament. And
Eddie, you're completely right.
we won
it's
them
just.
all.
I mean, it's just like I said, when Cooper went down on Thursday, man, we could have said, you know what, screw this thing, man. Let's
Just
go
take
back.
it in.
Hey,
Let's
let's hey
just
let's just
tank it. Who
Yep.
hey let's just
cares?
roll the ball. Hey, let's just roll the ball out. Get back to Durham. Get Cooper and Malik healthy because they're not gonna they're not gonna uh they're not gonna like fault us for not having Cooper. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Like I mean I think we'd still be a number, like we would still be like
Let's go, Devin. Let's go.
How we
What's up,
doing, Devin?
everybody? How y'all feeling?
Man, we did it. We did it.
Number one overall seed. That's how I feel.
I am not going to dispute that at all.
I'm with
That's
you. I'm in a situation where I won't be mad if it don't happen, and I'd be excited if it does. I just think we'll see what happens.
I mean, the SEC is just insane. So I mean, there's if it doesn't, that's cool too. But yeah,
I don't care about the SEC. We beat Auburn, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, my this is the second favorite part of my day. Us winning. The first favorite part was Tennessee coach after they beat Auburn, and he said, "We're at the point now where everybody knows everybody's late game situations," and I'm like, you don't know Dukes. We've seen
Hmm.
all of yours because you had to do it. You haven't seen ours, so
Exactly.
let's go.
Very true.
Yes,
Very
I
true.
love that. Well, hey, fellas, I have not been as active as I would want to be this year, with work and everything, but I do think 5 point play style. This deserves a brotherhood chug.
Oh, yes, sir. I love it. I love it.
Let's go. Let's go. I need
I
to
have
go get
no
me.
alcohol with me. So I would
I
be
done lost
joining
my
you.
voice screaming at the TV.
Man.
Doop
We
doop.
really we regular season champs and tournament champs for the first time since JJ was in school. That's crazy.
Yeah, 2006. He said, it was crazy. Uh, the domination. Man, I don't care what anybody says about the league. The domination of this team. And again, we talked about it yesterday. You take anybody's best all around player and their best defender off. I don't care who they're playing and what's going to happen, especially in a tournament. You know, when the stakes are their highest. Like, come on, man, who wins those games?
True.
Right. And you could tell those boys was tired, especially at the end of that first half.
And I
They
told
were just cooked.
I think Edwards, he dreamed of the moment that he could take Duke down. I think he transferred inside the ACC just so he could play us again, coming from JMU. He looked like he wanted it, but he didn't want it. He didn't want it.
And that was. I feel good with that. I feel real
I'm
good.
so
So
I am
without the sling,
happy.
what do y'all think that since there wasn't the sling, on the sideline?
But say it again.
There's no
Since
sling for Malik.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's an indicator or anything. It just means that he's okay enough to not wear a sling. Like, I'm not gonna say that means he's playing the first weekend, playing like he's going to be back this season. Because I don't know. Like, dislocated shoulders are very finicky. There could be something that doesn't require a sling, but
hmm,
there's enough ligament damage that he wouldn't be able to play.
true. Okay,
Like,
okay.
those are two, like, walking around, two very different, and like playing basketball are two very different things when it comes to the intensity on your shoulder, you know?
Oh
yeah, I
no,
mean,
for
because
sure. That makes sense.
it takes a long time. That's why it really got just touched in the wrong spot and it was bad again. So it's definitely going to be just something that we got to hold our breath every time he has any type of contact. So,
And
Yeah.
somebody's going to test it too.
I mean,
Oh,
people
definitely.
definitely attack. But
You know
you go
they are,
back
and
to the
that's what
point that
terrifies me.
he got hurt. Pat had to step in. That gave us the extra center just in case. So, and Pat was amazing tonight, man. Pat was amazing tonight.
He was.
Now for sure.
I don't know if y'all saw
Shoot.
what I tweeted. Um,
Nah, I missed it.
I think he could easily make all tournament team for the ACC tournament.
Oh, he did. I mean, he played well every game. So I mean, yeah,
Exactly. Like he's
yeah.
earned that.
All right, silly question. Do we get a second and third team all tournament, or is it just first team?
No, just one, just the first
Okay,
team.
figured as much. Just wanted to.
Yeah, it's just so much.
Ooh, that was good. That was real good.
I'm so happy.
I know. I mean, you said you up. They were ranked 13 in the country. So I mean, talking about maybe like a 4 seed that you beat, 3, 4 seed that you beat without your best player. I mean,
Yep. And what's the last time we did a three-peat on UNC? We won the national championship.
It
there
was the
you
year
go.
after we won national championship.
Oh my, as I was okay.
Man, it is such a good time right now to be a Duke
Don't
fan.
don't mess with Jack on the
The history.
yeah, the history, because he's
I know my stuff.
look at
Y'all know.
he's working his computer right now, man. He's like
Like
he's already
sneaky
got
I got
himbo,
3 monitors here.
sneaky
he's
himbo.
already
He
got
coming up with he called all the stats, all
he's
of
already
them.
got the stats up,
I got
man.
3 monitors here,
He's
and
ready to fire, dude.
I got stuff up on my phone.
He's ready to
My man
fire,
not even
bro.
home. He got 3 screens. How about that? You got
Hey,
like
I respect
hey,
it.
well, let me tell you.
I'm at a
Hey,
family member's house, and we living good here.
hey, let's go, Duke. ACC champs.
Oh, yes, sir.
Always. I
Yes,
can't.
sir.
Yes, sir, B Hodge. Are you gonna get sentimental again?
Nope.
You know it. It's coming. It's coming.
On to the
Give
next.
me like 30 minutes. Give me like 30 minutes. We're gonna be there.
It is
How
such
many
a
night
good.
bowls you put down tonight behind watching the game?
Dude, I started
By the
late
way,
because I was doing some housework, man. So
mm,
I haven't drank a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
guys, I got some important news. I know we were all worried about it. Duke is officially in for the NCAA tournament.
Oh my God, what?
I thought we were gonna miss it. I didn't sleep last night. I thought
hey, y'all think North Carolina's gonna get in?
No. Well,
Not,
yes, but they shouldn't.
well,
you
Well,
think
right
they
now
are?
Jalen already got him out. So I do wonder how you go from out to in without playing. I want to see that. Like what happened.
Well, it's simple. You just have to have your AD be the chair of the selection committee.
Well, that works. That works.
Hey, and another thing. Do y'all think? All right. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably talk Sunday at some point
We
about
will be live on Sunday, just so you guys know.
So I'm not. I'm not going. I'll wait for Sunday to deal with all that. But I saw a bracket, and I'm not like don't get me wrong here. I'm not like scared like of UConn, but I saw where they had a UConn as an 8 seed in the East, and I'm like,
God.
no, it's not that. It's just okay. It's I don't think UConn's had the season to have an 8 seed in the East, and just in case, like if they beat the number 1 seed in the East, that like the regional, like their the regional is in New Jersey, which would be like a home game for Connecticut. You know what I'm saying?
It would be a home game for us too. Don't act like Duke doesn't have a very big presence in that
I,
area.
I'm not, but we would play Connecticut in the round of 32 if they won
Oh, you're right.
like so
But
we would play them.
but that
We
would
would
probably
play
be in
them.
Raleigh though.
Yeah, we would play them in Raleigh. But I'm just saying though, like,
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think I'm a component. I wish they would just rank the teams and snake it versus the storylines. But I do think one thing that could move you is like, oh, you're a 7, 8, or 9 seed, and you're so close to home that it could, be an advantage. I don't think you earn the right to play that close to home. So I agree with you on that.
Look, as long as Duke isn't playing UConn in Hartford, Connecticut, like the last like a certain Duke ACC championship team ended up having to do.
dude, I'm like AC man. Hey, we can play fucking UConn in Dan Hurley's backyard, brother. Duke by 90.
Look, man, Cooper's gonna be playing, so I do not care. I'm here to win. I
Like,
don't care.
man,
Just don't
hey,
care.
this team, man. Hey, I'm so proud of this team, man. I'm telling you, like, and we've won a lot of ACC championships, but just like this team is probably made me more proud than a lot of the team, like a lot of the ACC championships that we won, because of just how they just stuck together and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm excited, man. I'm boy.
This is when I started to get petty for all the people that I had to argue that when John was hired, when we won the championship, I had to hit him up then. I'm probably gonna hit him up tonight too. 'Cause, I mean, 2 out of 3. I mean, what are we talking about?
Hey, hey,
Close.
and the coach
Close.
and the coach of the year, the coach of the year in the ACC got out coached in the second half. Like, don't remind them of that too.
Oh, let's also talk about how not the coach of the year is the semifinalist for the Naismith's coach of the year. I don't know that look. I have my bachelor's degree is in general studies, so I'm not a genius by any means, but that math don't math to me.
Yeah, that's not math. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, guys, come on now. The second best coach in the ACC just won without the second best defender in the ACC.
I'm still shocked he's the second best, given the fact that he just rolls the ball out in practice. I thought he was like 7 or 8.
Exactly. You can win
Oh,
30
man.
games and only recruit. That's really
I-
crazy.
that, I, but it
Hey,
still go back to the
Calipari
fact
did
that
it.
recruiting and roster construction is a part of coaching. I don't know how this got like
It
separated.
is.
Don't
I don't.
know how
Hey,
this got separated.
hey, I don't know how it got separated either. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Hashtag, yeah, I kept all the receipts. Yeah, anybody say anything about John, I'm coming for you. That's where we at right now. I mean, people were so upset, man. Just like, calm down, man. This dude's been doing it. He's been holding Coach K down and getting the recruits. And like, why doesn't he deserve a shot at the job? And we
guess
just saw Villanova's coach got let go today. Again, to follow a legend was so hard. And this man is making it look easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I think it is a little different. I mean, the way Villanova runs their program, it's very much more on the development. Not saying that Duke doesn't, but I mean, we have a lot of one and done talent. It's a whole different game, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
John's killing the game. Like John
Yeah.
in his first 3 years is 6-1 in the ACC tournament. He's 5-2 against North Carolina, and has a 30-win season, a more than 30-win season. What's up, AC?
Let's go.
AC, what up, bro?
Yes, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
AC,
A
what's
more
up,
than
What's good,
30-win
y'all?
season,
dude?
as well as 227-win seasons. He has yet to lose double-digit games in a season.
Who's
I
that?
love
Me?
John,
Undefeated, never lost.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go, AC.
Nasty, man. Nasty. This team is good, bro. This team is
Man.
historic.
we having a good night tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great night, man. It's a great
I
night.
love this team allows you to have conversations where it's just like, well, where do you put Cooper all time if and when this team wins a national championship? Like,
Yeah.
it's that good where you can have those conversations.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a special squad, man. You can't. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, the nation should be afraid because we just won our conference tournament without Cooper Flag. So
What else happened, AC? And I thought about you. And I said this already, but when Rick Barnes, after they beat Auburn, said that, oh, everybody, this is the time it's about grit. Everybody's seen everybody's final set. I was like, you haven't seen ours. We've
you really
seen
haven't.
yours. But
You really
haven't seen ours.
Even today, in like a close competitive game, like this is not that's the game that we play today is really not who we are generally. Like there's a lot of sets we didn't run. There's a lot of things we didn't do because we didn't have Coop and because we didn't have Malik. And I mean, Pat Ngongba, he's a great passer. He doesn't see the floor quite as well as Malik does. I mean, today was the second half was, from what I saw anyway, I missed a lot of the second half. I got to go back and rewatch a lot of it. But from the parts I saw, it looked like how Malawatch was balling out.
Well,
Come on, and Pat both looked good.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna give my flowers to Pat. Man, he played a hell of a game, and he brought a lot of energy, and I think our guys matched. Like, yeah, I was telling him earlier, we didn't match their energy in the first half, but in the second half we came out and was like we matched their energy.
I thought we matched their energy in the first half. I thought what we did in the first half was play conservatively. I felt like we didn't push. Kind of like, I mean, the UNC game we pushed in the first half, and I think that left us gassed in that second half, where they carried momentum and we didn't have the juice to pick it up, and it was kind of like we were just surviving in the second half of that UNC game. But tonight, I mean, I was texting in our group chain for the podcast about it. I was like, it feels like we're playing conservative in the first half, and it feels like we'll open it up more in the second half. That's almost exactly what happened.
Hey, I said Duke was up 37 or down 37-33 at half against Louisville.
Oh,
excuse me. When we played them in December.
Right.
It was 38-33 tonight.
Yep.
We won by double digits both games.
Yep. I mean, we're better. We're better than those teams. We're better than.
We're the best team in the country.
Oof.
I don't care.
Yeah. I am give a fuck.
Quickly approaching IDGAF range.
You're not there yet, Jack?
Oh, I've been there.
All right. You said you were approaching.
I've been there. I'm approaching.
I'm
you
there.
know what I mean,
I'm
AC.
I was about to say we're mid-flight with that bitch.
Yeah, I'm there.
Man, it's a good time. I'm proud of this
It's a good
team.
night, man. Fuck yeah.
Great night, man.
Mm-hmm.
Great night.
2 down.
Two
down.
1 to go, 6 to go.
But I mean,
I got the MVP.
Con did?
Yeah, he got the MVP.
He did officially?
The ACC MVP, yeah.
Yeah.
They announced it? I didn't see that.
Proctor showed his ass tonight. Like,
what?
Proctor was amazing. Like,
I'm gonna just quote my guy Pobbs and say, "Hey, yo, pause."
That was reckless,
dude. For real, like he was amazing. Like, yeah, I mean, But Con's so steady. Like he you know what I'm saying? Like he's like one of those guys where it's not going to be. He's not going. He will never make a daggone Showtime like a Sports Center top 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's
But he
super
gonna win.
solid, man.
He's gritty though. He's
Hey,
gritty. The
but
way
he
that
gonna
man gets to
gonna
the
win you a
basket is
lot of
ridiculous.
games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gonna win somebody a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But I
that's
think
what kind of play. That's what kind of player he is.
Helen is a
Draft
future
stock
Sixer
went
if
up for
Cooper
sure.
isn't. I'm standing by it.
well, I want to go back to the Proctor love, man. That's the Proctor we've been looking for, man. I mean,
Seriously.
not only was he the best player on offense, he was also the best player on defense. I mean, the best two-way player. Now that's the thing because it wasn't in the past, but now it is.
Right.
The best two-way player in the game. I mean, that's the guy we've been looking for. Stone Cold, killer. And I think he probably gonna get arrested for kidnapping R.J. Davis and that was the second half. But hopefully he don't do time to after the tournament.
Yeah.
But that dude was amazing, man.
He put to bed a whole lot of conversation and talk too about him not showing up in big games because I know I saw that reappear yesterday after the UNC game. We didn't have a great game against UNC, and I saw it reappear where people were like Proc can't play in these big games. He hadn't show up. He had the 0 points last year against Houston, whatever it was, and all that. Like, whatever, man. We're not Houston against NC State, but yeah, I think A, he put a lot of it to bed for the fans, and B, I think he put a lot of it to bed for himself too. Like, I think
That
there's
was
confidence
huge.
there for him.
We got a team of dogs, guys. Straight up.
Hey, can we address Matthew's comment though? Rename it to the Spencer Hubbard Invitational. I mean, he's got a point.
Oh, I'm so with it.
Fuck yeah.
2 ACC championships for 5 years compared to the none in 160 years for Baycott and RJ. That's
But they said the
It's
ACC
true.
runs through them, though. I remember that. They said the ACC runs through them.
they also said the third time was a
Akon
charm.
said that, and then
They also said third time was a charm.
They say a lot of
Well,
things.
Isaiah Stewart is petty as
And
fuck,
then,
man.
and then Isaiah said third time's a charm.
Isaiah
great.
is
Slim
petty.
knows,
I
dude.
loved it.
dude.
Isaiah Evans is so good with it.
Dude,
Shit, dude,
he's
Con.
His development this season too has been insane.
Yeah.
Everything. This team is still so far from its ceiling.
I
That's the
don't think
crazy
they'll
they'll
point
ever, I
that
don't think we'll never see their true ceiling because
We will never see
Yeah.
them hit their ceiling.
they just won't. Obviously, they won't be around long enough for us to see it. But because there's so many different things that could happen with the squad, and we just will never see it. Like we won't see Malawach's best basketball for 3 more years until he gets to the league and establishes himself a little bit more. Like that's coming for him. But we'll never see it at Duke. Like there's so much we're not gonna see from this team, and we're still gonna do the damn thing.
Hey, and then you gonna see fans look and say, "Oh, John Shire, he's not developing those kids at Duke."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's gonna happen. It's like,
Hey, yeah,
the
for
first
real,
three,
yeah. Like, why would
first
you
three
want to go to
Kama
Duke? They're not
Malawach-
developing them, then.
the
Like,
first
look
three
at-
that
hey,
Kama
look what-
Malawach hits
Hey,
in the
look what
NBA.
Common's doing. Look what Common's
I'm
doing.
sorry,
in the
did John
NBA.
okay, I'm gonna bring this back to Cal because he's the best comparison for a situation like this. Did Cal develop AD?
No, I mean yes and no, right? He did because
Yes,
he absolutely did.
he absolutely did. I don't think Cal. Okay, look, I give
All right.
Cal a lot of flack. You guys know this. I think he's not a good coach. I think he's a recruiter who happens to be relatively good at the coaching, like coaching kids up. I think he's very good at that. He's good at development. He's very good at getting guys to the league, and he's very good at recruiting. I think he's not a good X's and O's coach. There is a difference there.
Yeah,
But
He
hold on,
develops
hold on.
these guys, even if he's not a good coach.
right.
Hey, but
Yeah.
hold on though. Hey, AD was just one of those like special kids coming out of high school. Like, I mean, I don't think John developed Cooper.
No, but
You
Cooper has
don't think
still
he developed Cooper Flag?
he developed Cooper a little bit. Cooper's game
look
has
at his
improved
jump
so
shot.
much. The jump shot, I'm like, even if you take the jump shot away, because most of the credit for that allegedly goes to him working with his dad in the gym over the holiday break.
Like, listen, like these players are who they are coming in. Like there's no doubt about that. They are who they are coming in. However, the development happens when You teach them how to play and operate in the pick and roll, or you teach them how to set certain screens and operate off of certain screens. You teach them the NBA things, like the sets and things we're running, like the counters that we have for the defense that we're seeing, the spacing on the floor, all that stuff. That's all NBA shit. That is development. Like you are developing them for those things. You know who didn't get developed in college? Pat Baldwin when he played with his dad at UW Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like that's who didn't get developed. Like you're talking about a player who was already like he is who he is. He's 6'9", 3-point shooter, can play defense, all that other stuff. But he didn't learn the game the way he needed to learn the game. Like that's the difference. Like that's the development that happens. So these all these dudes get developed. All these, you're good, B. Hodge. I'm saying all these dudes get developed. It's just not all of them, but most of these dudes get developed when they go to these bigger programs. That's where you see the development happen. Now, some of these guys go to smaller programs. There's development that can happen there too, but it's just a different class of thing, man. It's like when you go to college for business, like you can go to a smaller business school and learn the trade, but you go to Harvard and you learn to become a super professional, and that's what you have in places like Duke is like the Harvard of basketball.
This is the Harvard of more than just basketball, sir.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, if you hit your peak at 18, the coach failed you. So I mean, everybody says like these players go to the league and we don't see their best at Duke, but like I mean, it's like anything like working out, anything else. You progress, we see the results later. So they're not staying in college long enough for us to see the results. But you could go to a lot of high school basketball coaches and I think football coaches who take their best player, put them at quarterback, just let them run around. They don't learn anything. They don't do anything after that. So coaches could get what they wanted to out of somebody and not develop them at all. So, I mean, they're supposed to hit their peak in the NBA. If anybody uses that as an argument against John, they're idiots. Anybody who listens to it is also an idiot. The thing, it should be a testament to John, which is why I think he should be an assistant coach on Team USA Blue Devils, but that these people are doing this in the league.
And the other thing too is when Duke's rookies go to the league, they play. Like they don't sit. They get time. And they get time because they've been prepared for that shit. Like they've been prepared on how do you defend the pick and roll? How do you defend, on a switch? How do you, all those things that's going to happen to you in the league. They've already learned that. They know the terminology. They know, they know the angles. They know the science behind all of it. Like boom, boom, boom. Like they know how to film study the way they film study in the league. Like it's man, I can't be happier with this program, bro.
We had a shot at McCain for Rookie of the Year had he not got hurt.
I know.
We don't. Hey, let's not talk anything about.
Are we gonna keep dunking on me? Are we gonna keep dunking on me?
I'm sorry.
On my team,
I'm sorry. My fault.
96% of the team payroll is injured right now.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
Hey, at least you're not the Mavericks, where you might have to forfeit some games.
They're not going to forfeit games. The Warriors were in that situation like 15 years ago, Steph's rookie year. Yeah. And they played. They played and they won their last game of the season, which cost them the first overall pick.
Yep.
But yeah, they're not going to do it. They're just going to dress injured guys.
I just got in trouble for being on live and being loud, so I got to go. So I have a happy home to live in.
I'm probably
you guys have fun.
Let's go, Duke.
Man, what a night, bro.
It's such a good time. It is such a good time. B-Hodge knows. B-Hodge knows.
How many natty lights, B-Hodge?
That was my question.
I haven't had a lot today.
He hit a fireball shooter on stream earlier, AC.
I did it for you, AC, man.
My man.
Yeah, I'm holding. I was holding it down for you.
My man.
Now I haven't had a lot. I had to do a lot of chores today.
All right.
Duties.
As one does.
So.
What a time, bro.
What a time. What a time to
man,
be a Duke.
These boys are balling, bro.
I mean, we win in so many different ways from so many different people standing up, stepping up. I mean, it's all the signs of a team that can win the national championship.
And there's no gimmicks.
Exactly.
There's no gimmicks. Like, there's no, we lean on this one thing. Like, That's the thing I like about it the most, man. Like it's not like we lean on run and gun, or we lean on slowing the pace down, or we lean on creating turnovers, or we lean on the rebounding. Like it's none of that. Like we can have a bad rebounding game and still win the game by 15 points. We can have a horrible shooting game and still win the game, double digits or whatever. Like no steals. We don't create steals anyway. Like whatever. That's not how we play as it
We
is.
don't need
Like,
to create steals. We just have
Hey,
guys
I
who
was
won't let you get by them.
we just strap you the fuck up, bro. This shit's crazy.
hey, I was gonna ask y'all like if we had spaces to start the game, but is Charlotte like is it a bad shooting shooting arena?
It's the basketballs, I think. It's Spalding basketballs that they were using for the tournament, which I'm not sure any team in the ACC uses Spalding basketballs.
Because
So I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, it's the basketball's fault we couldn't shoot," like what I said after the second weekend last year.
Yeah, I mean, and that was before Tyrese Proctor went off. So I mean, that was like.
I mean, look at the Hornets. The Hornets can't shoot anyway either. So yeah, it's probably.
Well,
the rims are not forgiving. Also, from what I was seeing, especially compared to Chapel Hill last weekend.
Hey, like I was talking to my mom, and I was like, Duke didn't forget how to shoot the ball. Now, I mean,
right.
This is the best shooting team in the ACC.
There's a lot of in and outs, man.
Yeah.
And we were just
there are a lot of in and outs.
And then
I mean, mine's the first game. I thought we shot okay.
We did tonight. We did tonight. We shot okay tonight, but I don't think we shot really good like last night and tonight in Georgia Tech game.
Shit, first half we were killing. Second half of Georgia Tech we were killing. Like
as far as spurts,
we had our spurts.
It's literally like, with the exception of a couple of 15 to 17-minute stretches, Duke has been perfectly fine shooting in the tournament.
But things do affect this. You said the basketball things do affect the shooting. The one thing I hate about the Final Four is that it is on that elevated court. I just feel like it does affect people, which is why I love that we play Syracuse, because at least you do get the one game. Right. Like that.
I do, right? That elevated court shit. I hate it so much.
Like I don't even know, but I'm more of a football player than I was a basketball player. But I can only imagine it has to mess with your line of sight and everything. So,
Coach K talked about it when the first time Duke played on it, when we played in the Final Four against Michigan State and Wisconsin. He talked about how difficult it was to give instructions to the team because you were so far away from them because the court was elevated.
Why do they do that though?
More people to watch the game.
That's how they have to set it up, because it's on the football field.
Yep.
Didn't they have to do it in 2010?
They were not on an elevated court in 2010, I don't believe.
I don't think we were.
I was a small child of that, so I don't remember.
I don't think we were on an elevated court for Butler.
I know we were in 2015. Let me see.
We definitely were in 15.
Yeah.
And
because I remember they for the second game, I think the first game they didn't have it for him, but the second game they put that stool for K up on the court. So he was actually up on the court for Wisconsin, because for Michigan State, I think he was down with the team. So he was talking about how difficult it was to give instructions. And then they put a stool up for him on the court.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about it now. Just because you get more people in and can charge more money, that elevator court is a trip. So,
I mean, and those stadiums are
Syracuse.
Yeah, they're just caves, man. They're just giant caves, dude. I remember they showed like where people were sitting, like they were like behind like the corner of the courts. Like, how can you even see? Like, they're just
under the floor. Are you under? Yeah, you can't see anything.
Yeah, they're just stuffing people in the building.
I think TK was at that Butler game. Maybe
he was. I was sitting right. I was literally sitting right below the camera that they used for the broadcast angle. Like the dude photobomb.
Well, right?
I was not. I was supposed to go, and then my mom said I couldn't miss school.
Was TK there for 15?
I don't think so. I don't think he was there for 15.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever. You know who was there for 15? Coach K. John
Yep.
Shire, Jaleel Okafor, Tyus Jones, Grayson Allen.
Correct.
Whole damn team.
Love seeing Gerald there at the game tonight.
Gerald, you guys know Gerald's a broadcaster for the Hornets, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he lives there. It's good to see him.
yeah. Because he was there yesterday too for the UNC game.
I
That
love to
makes
see
sense.
Boozer's reaction. I don't know if y'all saw him in the back after Sion got elbowed. You saw Boozer like stand up like, come on, man.
Uh-huh.
I love Booze. He's hilarious.
I also think Jason Williams may have made that comment today about Louisville having the best backcourt to get under Proctor.
You know he
Gave him a
did
little
that for
motivation.
a reason.
That was a little Duke
that.
help.
I was watching that. And I was like, Jay, what are you saying?
That was a little Duke help.
Hey, y'all know who was
You know what though? It's
courtside?
not outlandish. Like it's not outlandish
No,
for
it's
him to
not.
say that because Hepburn and Edwards are really good players. Like it's certainly not outlandish, but that was definitely a
That's
little
fuel.
jab. That was
Hey,
definitely
y'all know who was sitting courtside tonight?
Who's that?
Nate Ament.
Nate Ament.
Yep, the man was there. Yep.
Yep. He saw that beat
You
down.
know he's
boy.
deciding between Duke and Louisville among
Louisville, I
other
know.
choices. So
Yeah, he
Duke,
saw that
Louisville, and
beat down.
Arkansas.
I'll tell you what else I like too, and that the country's gonna hate. Dickie V comes back. We win the ACC. We win the national championship. I mean, what's the odds? What's the
I know,
odds?
right? I know, right?
Oh man, Corey hates. He hates us, man. I mean, I don't. He never
I don't
says
think he
anything like
does.
it's not sideways about Duke, man.
I genuinely think that Corey Alexander has a lot of love for Duke and the people in the program. I just think he's very bad at expressing it.
Is it like how I feel about Jay Billis and sometimes Jay Williams? I feel they had to sign a contract not to say too much nice thing about Duke.
Well, the thing, Corey didn't go to Duke, so I don't think he has that limitation. I know for a fact that like Jay Will and Jay Billis love Duke.
Mhm.
I have this on very good authority. But this is just me speaking as a person who's watched a lot of Corey Alexander this year. Excuse me.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I mean not just in Duke games.
Yeah.
Like his whole thing is he likes to gas up everyone, and he doesn't want to speak negative on anyone at all. So all he really does is like everyone's my guy. Everyone is like he does. I think he does a lot of good work. I did a lot of color commentary when I was in college. And like he's basically saying I'm doing all of my research and I'm like establishing these relationships with people so that I know like to establish credibility. I know what I'm talking about. But the way that he goes about knowing what he's talking about, frankly, could be a hell of a lot better. Does that make sense?
yep.
Like I
Makes
think he's
sense.
good at his I think
Makes
he's
sense.
good at the back end of his job, just the front end, the stuff that we see. Not so great.
That may be a
And just
pause
because he
moment.
said it
That may
that
be
way,
a
you
pause
can tell
I
him
know
moment.
there's definitely no bigger Corey Alexander fan than Corey Alexander. Though. That's for damn sure.
That's true.
That's my favorite line. Nobody loves Corey Alexander more than Corey Alexander. Yeah, man. He definitely has the craziest stories. I know his mom, and he tells everything. Man.
Everybody. He's known everybody since the 8th grade. He knows everybody's mama. He's had dinner with everybody at some point in time.
The
That's
most
Corey.
popular man in America. He should run for
Look,
president.
man, I respect that he's putting in the work and getting these relationships going.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But again, the way that he's expressing, he's like, "Oh, this is my guy. I've known him since the 8th grade, and he's a dog."
Yep.
It gets old. And again, I understand that for a lot of people, it's their first time seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're someone who watches yes, this is a very good take here. Like, he is, if you're a first time
Yeah.
watcher and a neutral fan, he's very helpful because he will explain everything that's going on in relation to the players and who they are and what they're doing. But if you are even a casual fan of any team in the ACC, you will hear the same story 16 times throughout the season.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you know who else is like that or was like that is Dickie V. Like,
oh yeah, Dickie V
if
was.
you
I mean,
watch
Dickie V
one,
had a lot more personality.
right. That's the difference. The personality was different because if you watch one Dickie V commentary, you saw them all. But when the game dictated something different, like he's so good at switching it up and kind of leaving the shtick and like getting like becoming one, like Kay would call it, becoming one with the game. Like that was one thing that Dickie V's always been able to do.
What I love about Dickie V is there's like it'd be a fifth-year senior and he's just going off against somebody and he's like, "Oh, he's gonna be an amazing NBA player. Like he's gonna be an all-star." And I'm like, dude, if he was gonna be an all-star, he'd have been in the league 3 years ago.
Damn,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Huh? For real? Like, I mean, I'm not lying, right?
Nah, Mihaj, you're not lying at all, bro.
I mean, for real. Like, he ain't gonna be a fifth-year senior in college and be an NBA All-Star.
But Dickie, but he is trying to pub people. He's always trying to pub somebody. I gotta love that. I love that. But
I mean, but it's just like shut up. Like, you know, anybody that watches anything.
Oh no, Mihaj.
We're gonna guys, this was our last game with Corey Alexander.
Wow.
I know they whoever put the
And there's
pictures up of all the commentators for the tournament. I was looking real hard. I was making sure they weren't doing the cross platform.
No ESPN guys. Guys,
Nope, none.
the odds, there are very high odds. We're either going to get Duke alum Jim Spinarkle or Duke alum Grant Hill for all of our games.
yeah, I'm hoping it's great. Yeah.
It'll be prime time basically wherever they go. So,
I mean, Duke's always prime time.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
I did like those couple of tournaments though where they cross platformed it. So you had Gus Johnson doing tournament games, you had Jay Billis and them and Schulman doing tournament games, you had the CBS guys. That was really cool because it brought Billis and Raftery back together, which was awesome.
That is awesome.
I miss that, man.
AC,
Man.
8-9.
Man.
Who you want for your 8-9 seed? Like,
Beehives, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't give a fuck.
Yep, that's exactly.
My man, I don't know, and I
No.
don't care. I have no idea. I'm like, fuck them. I don't care. 8-9.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
We talking about the 8-9? What we talking about the 8-9 for?
I just want
It's like saying who's the 16 seed gonna be? Who gets to lose to us? Like, I don't give a fuck.
AC, be careful. Be careful.
I'm not being careful for anything. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
You've been
Don't
doing
get
it for a while
Virginia.
now.
Don't get Virginia.
There's no chance this team's gonna get Virginia. No chance. Unless they throw the game. They like literally have to throw the game and get paid by Vegas.
You're right. But be careful. I'm superstitious like that. You know that.
16 needs to be careful. That's what needs to be careful.
Well, I like the way you put it on Space that one night, AC. That tournament's a tournament, but I do think we would be favored in every game, right? And that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, we will. We'll be the favorite every single game we play. As long as we're healthy, as long as nobody's hurt or anything like that, we'll be the favorite every game we play.
Yo, Ken Jong just like my pic on Instagram.
Jack,
nice, dude.
Doesn't he follow you on Instagram already anyway?
Hey.
Yes.
We were best friends on Instagram.
He only interacts with my stuff very occasionally.
Hey, you working your ass up.
He doesn't interact with our stuff at all.
Hey,
one day Livy Dunn might follow me. Who knows?
Hey, when you and Livy Dunn get married, I want an invitation to the wedding, bro.
Yep.
For real.
This is what TK does. This is what TK does to me.
I want an invitation to the wedding.
Yep.
Y'all get married. For real.
This is what TK does to me, man.
Yep.
I love TK, dude. He's a man.
I know, man.
Paul Steen's gonna hit me with 150-mile-an-hour fastball.
Like, Yeah,
What a night this has been, guys. Like,
Dude,
It's
it's so much
amazing,
fun.
man.
what a last 3 days this has been.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's always
You
been
mentioned
just
you mentioned Mario Jack, the live for the bracket reveal, the live reaction for
I
the bracket
did,
reveal.
yeah. So if people didn't hear, we will be live tomorrow for the bracket reveal.
Join us.
We will be, join us. We're going to be doing a bunch of discussing of everything.
Hopefully,
We're
we'll
going to be
have
discussing the
guests
entire
on.
bracket.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. And then later this
We're
week,
gonna do it. Are we
before
gonna
the
do it
first
live
round,
when the bracket show happens, Jack?
I thought that's what we've done the last couple of years.
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a good time.
It
That
was
was
fun.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
And then before the first round, we will have our tournament preview episode. So stay tuned this week.
Yep. And hopefully, we did. I know we did it last year. We'll try to do it again this year. We'll do a couple coaches corners too with the teams that are in our in our pods each week.
Yeah.
So we'll
gonna
bring
be
that
fun.
back. Yeah.
We've
Now
been
we'll
a
be-
little bit
There's a lot of
we've been
content.
slacking a little bit on the coaches corners for our awesome Patreon
It's been
audience.
hard, man. Like
It's been rough with timing. It's been rough with basically everything.
yeah.
And we've been so busy. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we haven't had all 5 of us on more
I
than a
noticed
couple
that.
podcasts over the
But
last like 3 or 4 months. Behaj, I love everything about what you're displaying to us right now.
I think everybody's been
Fun.
busy lately because
But he needs his
Life
fun.
is crazy.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say life's not crazy right now. It is for all of us. So that's why we've been slacking on Coach's Corners for the Patreon fam. But
You still got the best podcast going, man. Like I said, I'm
I
gonna
appreciate
get
it,
on my
Eddie. I do.
my sentimental stuff. One of the best parts about it has been sharing this with y'all. You know, on Spaces on here. But that's been the best part with the 5 Point Play fam. So I mean, yeah, man, let's get it.
Appreciate you, bro.
Behaj being sentimental, but he talking to himself. You talking to yourself, Behaj.
right. No, hey, I said, I did my emotional thing last night, so I'm gonna leave it up to y'all tonight. So
Look, man, we love having all the support that y'all give us. I'll be sentimental.
Yeah, Jack.
This after last season, like, look, I love Duke. I always love Duke no matter what. I loved Duke during the COVID year. I loved Duke last year. I love Duke this year. After last season, the massive transformations that went through it all, it just feels like vindication.
Yeah.
But you guys stuck with it after all the crap that went down over the course of everything, and this is just Duke is back to being dominant Duke.
It's been a relatively, like on social media, relatively calm year for Duke fans interacting with
It
each other.
really
It's
has.
been a very connected year for Duke
And
fans.
that's a good this is what I always wanted to be like, and
Well, the haters can't say anything.
I don't know.
No, they
We had Duke fans hadn't really been arguing with each other this year, man. We've been able to focus on the enemy this year.
I've been sitting waiting for that one video I can get that'll blow up. That'll give me like that extra like
my wife
like
told
Jared
me.
gave me last year.
My wife told me last week because I was just talking about Duke basketball and all. She goes, I mean, this has been the best year I've ever experienced in my life because you're never mad. And I'm like,
yeah.
There's no
I mean,
get mad.
The game tonight, I feel like the game tonight was honestly,
just,
it was an easy watch tonight. Like what I was able to watch at work. Like usually I'm like freaking out or whatever. Like the game tonight, I was just like I was watching, chilling. Like all right, like.
This Duke team has probably added years back to my life that other Duke teams have taken away. So this is like kind of balanced out just a little bit. So yeah, I'm happy.
You are so right, Eddie. You're so right,
Eddie. Nail on the head, brother. Hey,
it feels good. It feels good to be back.
Because I tell you, you did. Because I mean, this has been the most stress-free Duke season I've ever went through.
It's been a blast, man. I can't wait.
This has been fun, and I doubt we're gonna be doing this like cordially next year, Duke Nation. But
what you talking about?
We're enjoying this now.
Yeah.
Why? We ain't gonna be good next year?
I think we'll be good. I just don't think we'll be. I don't know if we're ever
What's
going
gonna
to see a
happen
Duke
is
team as like dominant wire to wire as this one.
the bar that this team has set is going to make Duke fans overreact next year when they aren't that.
But don't you
And
think? But don't you
it's
think?
not that they can't achieve it. It's just that they're just going to be a different team. It's going to be a different makeup, and we can't compare this group to that next year. We can't compare this group to any other group. Like, this is one of one, historic. Probably will never see anything like it again. And shouldn't expect to see anything like it again, and enjoy it while we have it, type of thing.
Fair
Hey,
choice.
hey, can I put my SEC hat on?
Oh,
Oh,
And
God.
can I just say the reason why Duke's so good is because the ACC is so down.
of course, of course,
That's why they so good.
of course.
If they were in the SEC, then they would probably be a 6th seed in
Yep.
that conference.
That's gonna be another thing that happens, right? Like, next couple of
We
years,
beat
still
Auburn.
the ACC, and then when the ACC catches up again, and then we lose some ACC games, people will freak out again.
Let me take Janai Broom and Pettiford, and that's probably not even a good comparison. Let me take them two off the team and let them come play the ACC and see if they win.
Nah, for real though,
Seriously.
for real though.
Take any of these really like top level teams.
What John has put together this year and then developed and created is beyond masterful, and whatever. He beat the ACC Coach of the Year,
Dude,
beat
Twice.
down the ACC Defensive Player of
It's
the
a
Year.
joke, man. It's a joke.
Twice. By the way,
No.
shout out Chucky Hepburn for making his first 3 shots and then making 2 shots the rest of the night out of, I think, 11 attempts.
Mhm.
Let me check that because he
Yeah,
started
somebody,
3 for 3.
Hey, somebody shut
Duke
his ass
MVP.
down, bro.
Duke MVP,
Hey.
Chucky Hepburn.
He
Thank you.
started 3 for
Hey.
3, and then he went 2 for his last 13.
I think Caleb Foster, I think he knocked the soul out of him when he hit him with that elbow going to the lane, that offensive foul. Honestly, I love that play. I love that play. When it happened, I was like, that's awesome. I was like, he wasn't gonna try to go around him. He had one thing in his mind, and that was violence. And I was like, I'll take it. And he was not the same after that. Chucky was not the same after that.
Hey, and John Shire, hey, that horrible coach that can't win Coach of the Year in the ACC,
Yeah, that recruiter.
ran Terrence Edwards through so many screens in the second half that he was grabbing his fucking knees with 6 minutes left.
Yep.
I don't think he made a shot under 6 minutes.
We talked about that
Like
against UNC. That's what we did against UNC when we played them in Chapel Hill. It was just
With RJ Davis.
RJ through every screen imaginable. He should have to run through 5 screens before we take a shot.
if you like when you go back and look at an AC under the 5 minute mark, Edwards, he was so tired, dude. He was so worn out. It was just like
there was a shot of him and Tyrese Proctor standing beside each other talking, and he had his hands on his knees and he's down and Reese is standing up, just saying something in Australian to him, something.
Oh, Torrid, oh, your mic.
Like, give me a blooming onion, baby.
I did. Damn, I had Outback last night. I could have waited a night, I guess.
Yep.
Hey, I watched a Lifetime movie the other night and said, "What would you kill for?" And I was like, "What would I kill for right now?" And I'm like,
Tyrese Proctor.
a blooming onion, bruh.
Yeah, that too.
All the things you could have picked me, Hudge, you picked a blooming onion.
That's wild. Nah, man. I got what did I even get?
That's
I think
why I
got a
love
ribeye last
Behind.
night.
That's why I love him.
That's
Hey,
wild.
hey, extra crispy,
Weak
bro.
right now. You said
Extra crispy, dude. I want that shit extra
I
crispy.
am weak at the moment, bro. This is crazy. Beard, you're a loon, bro. I love Beard, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Man, I just keep it real, man. I just
All the time.
Hey, I just like to have fun, man. I just,
I'm just saying though, guys. The amount of people when I tweeted that Duke was down 37-33 against Louisville. Oh, excuse me. I have been up for a very long time today.
Yeah, no, we gotta get ready to end this thing for you, Jack.
Yeah, I appreciate it. People were saying when I tweeted that Duke was down 37-33. I suppose yes, this has gone off the rails. Welcome to the 5 Point Play podcast.
Let's go.
what's the word? So I tweeted that when we played them in December, we were down 37-33 at half. And then basically every response was, yeah, but that was with Cooper and Malik, who both went ballistic in the second half. And
Yep.
I'm just sitting here like, okay, and we had Khan and Kaman and Big Pat.
Yep. Yeah.
We have Khan and Kaman and Big Pat.
Yeah. What else do we need?
They thought they were talking about a regular team. They know they were talking about a special
Come on,
team.
man.
So
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This same Duke team, without the two guys who basically won them the game against this team last time, just did the same exact thing.
Yep.
Outscored them 40-24 in the second half.
that's a championship team, man.
By
They're
the way,
special.
there was a point where Duke went on a 24-6 run during that game in December, from about the 16-minute mark to about the 8-9-minute mark.
Yep.
Today, Duke went on a 20-6 run from the 16.5-minute mark to 10:45.
Just do the same shit, different day.
It's literally the same exact, like, I don't know if I ever said this on our show. The second Carolina game, the one in Chapel Hill. When we were down, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking this is just like the game at Carolina in 2015, where Duke was up early, down in the middle of the game, and then went on a huge run and shut them down and won the game. And for the second time in 4 games, I'm sitting here saying this is just like another memorable game against the team that we're currently playing. It was this year as opposed to 10 years ago, but like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the Duke calling card, man. We're gonna go on a run. I mean, that's how you know it's
Going to run.
We haven't
That's
been
how we
doing
play
that.
it.
We haven't done that in a while. We haven't had the team defensively
Exactly.
be able to do that in a while. Now we have it again. It's awesome. I love to see it.
Indeed, we do. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm
Yeah, you
exhausted.
want to fall asleep like I do on Spaces, Jack. So.
No, I don't need, especially with the camera on, man.
Not with the camera on.
All
At
right,
least
so we'll call it here.
That would be wild.
Because I would
We'll
start
call it
talking
here.
to carry it, but you can't be asleep on camera.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. For those of you who were wondering how to get on the show, like Eddie and B Hodge, join our Patreon premium. We post the link for our stage there for our live shows.
Yep.
I say like and subscribe too, so you don't miss any the
always,
podcast.
thank you, Eddie. Always like, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers on YouTube. Follow us everywhere: Instagram, Twitter. Join the Patreon. Just search 5 Point Play Podcast anywhere where you either get a podcast or are on social media.
Yep.
And follow us there, and we will appreciate it very much. You guys know the deal. Duke's going to be the 1 seed in the East, hopefully, this time tomorrow. We will know that. Y'all know what it is. Let's go, Duke!
Duke, motherfucker!
Duke, motherfucker!